Well, hello, Miss Janice. How you doing, girl? Hello, Diane. Hello, Ashley. Yeah, I need to do that Rocky too. I bought Rocky a harness today or yesterday, and it's doing too little for him. That dog is bigger than he looked like you. Sorry about that. All doing pretty good. It got too damn hot today. Yeah. Hello, Roman. How you doing, bud? I'm seeing you in a few days. Miss Lillian, how you doing, girl? Uh, I think that's that damn. I don't know what the deal is on that. I bought this little bitty webcam, and it ain't worth a flip. I never could get it to work right. I rode a bike in this heat for about 200 miles a day. Whew, I can't get enough to drink now. Know one thing, if I take any long trips on that new bike, it's gonna have to get some kind of pad put on that seat. My butt was plumb numb after 200 miles. Talk about a dead ass. Yeah, people used to sniff that glue, didn't they, Janice? I forgot about that. Boy, there for a while, these kids were sniffing everything, paint and lacquer and glue, and uh, I do that all the time anyway. Yeah, it's hard to get a good drag off one of them. I seen them do a lot of things with a chain. Down in South Texas in the mesquite country, they'll get a log chain, not a log chain, but an anchor chain off a ship. And yeah, but and those links on those ship anchor chains weigh like a couple thousand pounds apiece. And they'll put two big dozers on the end of about a 40, 50 foot chain, and it's all they can do to pull it. And they don't, they just run over that brush with it. It'll rip them trees down and everything else. That's the way they clear it land down there. I've got a little high shooting lacquer before. I used to have some guys work for me. We built a bunch of horse trailers and we paint them things. And, yeah, and I had a couple of guys, they'd fight over who was going to get the paint inside of it because they wanted to get high off them fumes. Well, y'all been doing anything exciting today? I wrote that. Yeah, but back in them days, nobody thought nothing about that. Knew what a respirator was. Now they put you under the jail. I was thinking about that the other day when we was building that metal building. They, it wasn't nothing to hop up on that ball on that crane and get a ride up to the top of that building. I bet you they would find you so bad you would never get over it. Mm. You're gonna be out of service tomorrow, huh, Lillian? We used to do a lot of that kind of stuff, but we were careful. Nobody ever got hurt. Now, I think anytime you're 8 foot off the ground, you're supposed to be tied off. What's the weather like down there, Janet? Is it cold? Oh, that's good. Y'all have a good time. I got to do some of that grocery shopping myself. It might like be a little uncomfortable sitting on those, Janet. That black seat on that motorcycle, if you got off of it for about 10 minutes, it would warm your butt up when you got back on it. That black seat, whew, enough to melt my doohickey. Hmm. It was 101 here today, and not, for change, wind wasn't blowing. All that wind blowing, it's not too bad. I thought you were just going without a bra tonight, Janet. That's what I always liked about going up the mountain and hunting in Colorado. I just believe out here, very end of August, be hotter and blue blazing. And you get up in the mountain, you go from 100 degrees to when you posing for the pillowcase. Yeah, we need to get a pink pillowcase with 2 nipples on it that you can pump up. Now that pick Kenny up. Moon, how you doing? Well, we just about got another week, mate. Yeah, we don't need the old grown coconut. The way you ladies talk about it in here, sound like y'all need a new new breed of coconut. This damn camera just goofy, Moon. It's grainy like that. Good day. You put different light on your chambers. I need to set the light up before I got my computer set. I could get a little bit better, a little turkey. He did get in his kennel. I put him in his kennel one time today, so he got a little bit better about that. But he acts like he can't jump on the bed. He just, or jump off the bed. He wants me to set him up there. Today he got to zooming around in this trailer and he was jumping on that bed and running around it, back down, and back the length of this trailer and back up. He's jumping all over that bed. You better learn how to jump on that bed. He's still upset a little bit though. Hmm. Who are you talking about, Diane? Yeah, you go over and lay down on the floor where the kennel was. Crack me up. Oh, okay. I miss being able to do that. Busting both eardrums will cause a little problems if you still want to do that. I put them miles on that bike today. That first tank of gas, I was running pretty easy. And that thing got 93 miles per gallon. I couldn't believe that. And I was running 70, 65, 70. And about 300 miles. On that last one, uh, I took One had a bunch of crowd and it running 75 and 80, and it dropped down to 79, I think. But that's still some hellacious gas money. That little bike gonna pay for itself pretty quick. Yeah, I know it. That's the reason I bought this small motorcycle. I have this big old Harley, but it didn't get but about 30. This thing getting 3 times that. Of course, it don't ride as good as that Harley does. I like driving it. It's real nimble. I had it for 3 weeks and put 1,000 miles on it. And then if I'd have run the same amount of miles in my pickup at 15 miles a gallon as I did in that other at 80 something, uh, it saved me like $254 on that 1,000 miles. Well, it's well worth it. And plus, I like to do it. Oh, here come Mr. Travis. What are you up to? I don't know, Martin. She was gonna go look at that van today, wasn't she? Travis, what are you doing? Are you decent enough to come up on this thing, Travis? Is that fast enough? I tell you what, as much trouble as some of these people are having with brand new ones, I don't know. Maybe one that got rust all over it might be the way to go. And here's the man with the plan.
I don't know about a plan, but I got a fire.
Well, dang. Is it cool enough to enjoy it?
It is cool enough to enjoy. It's only about 64 to 65 where we're at right now.
Wow. It's 101 here today.
Yeah, not here. Not here. Not here. We headed further north. We found a cooler temperature, and we found fire.
Well, I tell you what, I swore up and down this year when it hit 105, well, I was going to be loaded and headed north. Get out of the Texas weather for a while.
Yeah, and that didn't work out for you. All good. You'll get north. You'll get north.
They, well, you had somebody good weather down there in Houston at 100% humidity and 100 degrees.
And we weren't there for it.
No, Waco's not as bad as Houston, but it's bad enough.
So, Billy, in Oregon, we
Whoop,
now.
You broke up.
We might have made it to Washington. I might have kidnapped a breed.
Uh-oh. Dang. Yeah. See, now we can't tell if you telling the truth or not because it's the dark. We couldn't see Bree. There she is. he, he had you in the dark where we couldn't see you.
Rotated me. I was trying to be by the fire so you could see and rotated out of it. See?
She's sneaky.
Yes. No, actually, you got to do it this way. No, they can. There you go. Now it's a Bree. It's a Bree.
The Bree. How you doing, gal?
Good.
Look like you're doing all right.
There we go. Put out that backlight there. Now it's just a firelight.
Good, except the fact that I'm live streaming.
You came running. You're not nervous.
Hi.
That's
Y'all are the audio. The picture is good, but the audio is breaking up.
Yeah.
yeah. Signal's a little choppy at the moment.
When Bree went to bouncing up and down, well, it knocked the audio out.
You need to calm yourself down, yo.
She gonna hit me right in the nose next time she sees me.
That's right. It's a free cat.
You need to have a couple good steaks on that fire.
Oh no, she fed us as soon as we showed up here.
Oh,
Fed us as soon as we showed up here, so there's no need for steaks now. Maybe another night. Maybe another night.
that's one way to keep.
Hey, she literally threw out a buffet of food.
No, I didn't. I cut some chicken and some salad.
No. There were pot stickers. There was chicken. There was salad. There was veggies. There was dip. There was chips. She threw out a buffet because she wasn't sure what we were going to eat.
Oh, I thought maybe you could eat.
Bree's smart though, Travis. She knows she gets you full enough. You can't cut too many shenanigans.
Right.
Oh Lord, y'all make me jealous. A good fire and
So
yeah,
you're
cool weather.
here, Ron, because nobody knew where we were going. And nobody was going to know until our Sunday live stream. So you're actually getting exclusive where we're at right now.
Dang, an inside track.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You sure do.
Well, did Bree break out the wine bottle?
Can neither testify yes or no.
Wine bottle.
I am not in any condition to testify yes or no.
Oh, okay. Well,
But all I will simply say is, per the last Nomad's testaments, when you show up at Breeze, a half gallon of something shows up. That's all I will say.
We might be dancing the
What's
red.
up, Angie?
Uh-oh.
Hi, Bree.
What's up, Angie?
Hi, guys.
yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
might be doing a rain dance around that fireplace, huh?
No. We don't need no rain dances. There's supposedly supposed to be rain in the next couple of days. This is a good dry time. I'm just saying, from other folks that have been hanging out in Washington lately, they've been complaining because there was too much rain. So, no, I don't want no rain.
Well, I tell you what, if you're in Washington, you're gonna get rain, brother.
Hi, Angie. Yeah, that's
Hi, guys. I tried calling you yesterday night.
Oh, yes, it is.
Wait. I texted you, Angie, and you never responded.
You didn't text me?
And actually, I have a bone to pick you with. Came back as supposedly your number has changed, and I didn't have it.
My numbers have not changed.
She blocked you.
No,
Ahem.
no. Same numbers. Everything.
He punched those numbers in after getting into that wine bottle. That's all.
Right?
You might have scrambled them a little bit.
It was saved. There's only one A in my phone.
Then
I
you've
think she
got the
blocked
number wrong. You've got the number copied wrong.
It was what was given to me.
I don't even have your cell phone number. Am I still here?
I hear you.
You were kicked out.
Yeah, why is it Unai gave me her number, but I don't have your number, little brother?
Unless you and I gave it wrong. Maybe there's the real problem.
Unai's trying to keep us apart, Travis.
That one for now. Because literally I have only one Angie Hay saved in my phone. Hey, cat, why you gotta call my fingers fat, yo?
And if you're trying to text the home number, it ain't gonna happen.
Ooh, that's what I didn't think about either. Maybe that was the house phone number I had. That's a possibility.
That's a possibility.
That is-
Because you know I'm so far up in this
Say
mountain
that.
side here that
Yeah,
sometimes my phone works, sometimes it don't.
Now that you say that, I think I was actually the one that had the house phone and she only had the cell phone.
See? Mm-hmm.
Just sent the text and it came back valid number. And I'm like, what the?
That's why.
Is he
Duh.
cutting out, or is it just me?
I'm probably
He's
cutting out.
cutting out.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I watched you last night on Gina's. I loved it.
Yeah, I was talking to that. Yeah. We are cutting out. Signal is questionable here, and I'm not over here at the moment.
Yeah, we got like every other word.
Questionable.
How's my kids doing?
Okay, that was weird.
You still there, Travis?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'm moving. I'm moving on mine.
Now you're starting to come in.
I thought you now had you by the ear or something.
That may have been a possibility.
You're good right
Oh,
there.
now I can hear him.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you're good right there. Stop.
Yeah, we can hear you. Don't have to look at you.
Oh, this. Okay.
I mean, it's a perfect silhouette against the skyline.
Friends like that, Travis.
Right? Gee whiz.
Now, Travis, you know I'm trying to get a 50 amp breaker set up out there for you.
Hello.
Where did they say they were at?
Washington.
Okay, they're still up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now I hear
sorry,
you.
turn the lights on. Oh,
Yeah, now you got to look too. Yeah, but sure.
But you know, you need to wiggle around a little bit. Where you,
well, we can understand what you're saying.
They
Count
must
back.
be in the country.
Hang on, River. Count backward, Travis.
Awesome shit.
You'd think he was talking to Kenny, huh, Travis?
Uh-oh.
Say your ABCs backwards.
That poor little cat don't know what to do. He's just
Ooh.
leaving. That's a cute little old cat. He's got a coat on him now.
Well, I'm going to jump out of here. I wanted to say hi to him and Ron. I wanted to apologize. Angie forgot to tell me when it was 12:30 East Coast, so we could raid your channel.
You're East Coast too, dude.
I know. It was my fault. I lost track of time. As soon as I realized I was 30 minutes over, we came. My fault.
He went bye, click.
I did. So.
Oh, well, if that's the worst thing you get into, you'll be in pretty good shape, bro.
Well, good to see you, Travis. I'm gonna be here. I just want to say hi, and tell Bree I said hello, and your wife. All right.
Yeah. And to answer Diane's question, no, I have not interviewed the animals yet. I figure I'm gonna leave the interviewing of the animals to the NOMOC. Interviewing a horse's ass.
You talking about me again?
It takes an you an ass. Sorry, Ron. Sorry.
Oh, Lord.
But yeah, Travis, I don't think I'll have the 50 amp ready for this trip, but I am definitely trying to get a 50 amp set up out there for you.
We don't need 50. All we needed was a 30. And besides that, we worked off of your 15, so it was good.
Yeah. But I'm trying to get it set up better for you, though. I'll let you back into the dump tank, even.
What's that new outfit they got out? Boondockers Anonymous or something like that. You'll be joining that thing before long, I mean.
No, Angie had the perfect setup. We just didn't think about it till after, what was it, like the day before we left? That we realized she had a spot for us to be able to dump into, because there was a secondary septic tank on the property that she totally forgot about. Otherwise, we were good.
Yeah.
I can understand why Angie would have a second septic tank.
I mean, when you're full of, you got to have more than one.
All right, guys. You know me way too well.
I mean, Angie, I only lived with you for like a week.
Yeah. You got the better side of it. I even cooked or helped cook.
No.
You know, I did most of the cooking. And she didn't live. I was doing stuff like meatloaf and then, you know, I would come in and do all this fancy crap and I'm like, oh man. No.
I deny she can put that food together, can't she?
When she wants to.
Oh, and that sauce that packets of stuff that she was talking about, and she found it down here. She hadn't been able to find it. So I went ahead and picked up me a couple of boxes of it. Well, Rick asked me, I was in Florida, and he's like, well, what is this stuff? And I was trying to explain to him. He said, so can I add that to like my chili? I'm like, well, yeah. He said, it's some of the best chili he's ever had. I said, well, duh, thank you, Nye, for that seasoning.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, we've already done the math. Hey. Hey. Dude. Excuse you. Ow.
Cat attack.
Pull my hair. And actually, Angie only has, we've already done the math. Angie only has room for max 3 pigs, and only one has dump station availability.
That's what you got to do, get in rotation.
It's first come, first serve.
Well, I don't have the pool now, so we could actually get some side by side out there now.
Not as far as that dump station. There's only one in that one. There's only one in that one. Because that is only the dump station is only between the shed and the
Have you got a long enough hose? Yeah.
No, we ain't sharing that dump tank. We ain't sharing. Ain't no sharing of that dump tank. Oh no.
Don't mix no crap, are you?
No. We're too full of crap around here.
Rick went out there.
We don't want to take a chance on flooding that thing, and then we have a whole stinky mess for everybody out there.
Rick went out there a couple of days after Susan and them left, and he's like, Angie, where did all that go? And I'm like, where did what go? He said, the stuff in the septic tank. I said, it's a septic tank. It did what it's supposed to do.
It dissipates the way it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And good thing if it's working and you don't know where it went. Because if you smelled it, then that means we have a problem with that tank and its diffusion lines aren't working.
Yeah. Well, see, I told him he needs to grab like a bag of lime from work just in case. So that's what he's like, I don't smell nothing. And he went over checking it. And it's like, there's nothing there. So.
I'll tell you what, just don't shoot a 44 Magnum into it. That's all I got to say. you ain't heard that stuff, have you?
Why?
I'd be afraid of blowback.
Add to a septic tank?
I was hunting one time. I got one of these uncles that's not real smart sometimes. And we had a 2-holer on that place outside that ranch house. And I come walking back up there, and he come running out of that outhouse. I said, what's the matter? He said, there's a damn rattlesnake in there. I said, okay. And in a minute, he come running back out of his pickup with a damn 44 mag. I went to hollering at him. No, man, no. Boom! I don't think he hit the snake, but we had to burn the outhouse.
Missing the snake and having to burn out the outhouse is not a good combination.
No. Shooting a 44 mag in is not either.
No. Did y'all make him dig a hole?
We made him sleep outside for about 3 days.
Oh gosh. I
mean, that was kind of always the way I was taught, that if you're the one who screwed up the hole, you had to be responsible for the new hole.
Boy, I could run with that if I want.
Angie, don't die. Don't die, Angie.
Breathe, Andrew.
Breathe, Angie. Breathe. You turn ready.
Oh my gosh. Oh. That beats what I was going to say.
I will, Lynn. I will. I'll tell her y'all said hi.
Hello, Angie. I didn't let y'all go about coming in the door. Michael Ann. Shoot, you're drawing a crowd, Travis.
I mean, the flies follow stuff.
This has been sort of a shitty conversation. This has been sort of a shitty conversation anyway.
We'll blame it on Angie's septic tanks.
Yeah.
You're the one fights over it.
It's better than a bucket.
Ray would probably disagree with you.
You know what? That's just because he was mad his bucket combination didn't work so well in a car. Doesn't it?
I didn't ever ask him about his bucket. He said everything else worked all right.
Yeah, everything worked else out all right, but the bucket was a little awkward in a car compared to in the van. He wasn't used to working in such a small, confined space.
Yeah. Well, all have to do is slide the front seat all the way up, put the bucket behind the front seat, and then sit with your feet on the back seat and sit on the bucket.
Angie, that only works when you're short, honey.
Damn, that's more information than needed.
You can sit there with your legs crossed.
Just
You sit
don't.
like this.
See,
Yeah,
that don't work for us taller folks.
You just gonna sit like this.
That only works for you.
You said I'm a short shit.
Well, I mean, you know, it probably talks to itself.
just don't kick the bucket.
Right?
I
Then
said,
we
just
all in trouble.
yeah. Can't you see that in the rental car place?
Yeah. Sorry, I spilled my bucket. Here's a little extra for the cleaning fee.
Oh, Lord. Dang. And you had that back.
You hiding in Oregon. Why didn't you say something about you still being in Oregon? I thought you'd already left Oregon. Right, Cat? He probably would have been better off with a bedpan than a bucket in that car. That car was not very. It was not very at all.
Well, see, that's something we need to get, Ray. Somebody needs to find a bedpan and put hearts all over it and send it to Ray.
Oh, gosh.
Put a doohickey right in the middle of it.
Nah, the doohickey right in the middle of it was the center console, and that just gets all in the way. That puts a bump right in the middle, and just there ain't no getting them legs contorted right at that point.
Oh, gosh.
No comment.
Hey, I thought this was what you asked for.
Did you notice when Angie laughs, she agrees to everything? She got that head shake now. See there?
Now she's crying and turning red all at the same time.
Oh, gosh.
There's a couple more shades there, Angie.
That's the Indian blood in me coming out.
That's what?
The Indian blood. Just a little old red skin. Yeah.
No. That's the European side getting called out, and it's embarrassed. It's embarrassed that it knows these things and it agrees with these things, and it might do these things. That's the truth behind it.
And I can picture these things.
And that's the worst part.
Some pictures you just can't get out of your head, can you, Andrew?
I know. Mind scrub.
But you know what's worse, Ron? Is then she takes these images and then she imagines them on a side-by-side up at the cemetery.
Nope, that's what a blanket's for.
Oh, I got a feeling that.
And then you bring her back to controlled.
Yeah.
Have you ever rode a 4-wheeler backwards?
Through the cornfield or not?
No, never mind.
Up the holler or down the holler?
Hey, Ron, has your girlfriend ever rode a motorcycle backwards?
I don't think you shifted gears, though.
Through the bumpy roads.
Yeah. If I could just find one that could shift gears while she was riding it backwards, everything would be all right.
Okay, we have officially succeeded. He is now in the wrong chat.
Oh, gosh.
I I just want to control the clutch. That's all.
You want to control the clutch? That's all. You're not
Yeah.
worried about the stick.
Nope. I can make that clutch get pretty damn jerky.
Angie, are you alive still? Hello, Angie. Angie. Angie on the stick now.
Just want to,
Do apologize, y'all, but Angie will be back on the stick in a little while.
if you
Gotta
could,
work out these motions in her oceans.
Oh gosh.
if you could get somebody, a girl riding a motorcycle backwards and pop a wheelie, that would be interesting.
It's doable.
Hey, Kenny, I told you about holding your hand over your mouth like that. Where in the hell's that hand been?
Angie. Lord have mercy.
Damn,
Oh Lord. I need to message Susan, tell her she needs to get in this chat to calm Angie down.
Oh, honey, she's my partner in crime. Rick and Jim just shake their head and walk away.
I never have really gotten on alive when she was on it.
Oh,
I've seen her on a couple of your lives when you were down in Florida, but
yeah. You noticed that Jim and Rick weren't too concerned us girls taking off in that rig. It's just like, bye.
Well, that's because Jim's got good insurance on there. He didn't care if it ended up in a ditch or not.
Oh, he was just lucky. He's just happy he still had the fuel card.
Yeah.
that might be
Goodness.
preservation, Diane. Diane said you're worse when Susan's with you.
Oh, I'm telling you.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You all right? Yeah, I'm fine.
Or choke it out. I mean, laugh it out.
Oh, goodness.
Well, I'm not going to
Yeah,
go.
when we go south, Susan and Jim's going to come up and we're going to try and set up a 50 amp breaker system up there. Plus, Mom don't know if she's going to redo the roof on that shed she's got or just get her a bigger one. So either way, it's going to be a lot of work for us. That's why we can't go to Georgia, because Rick's going to have to go to Florida to help me with that stuff needed to be done down there. So,
Kenny said he's in the wrong chat, but he wants a link. Oh my goodness. Oh, this could be back to
yeah, down south, we're at a couple of trees that I can't drop, so I got to get somebody else to drop them. And, or it's going to take more work to drop them. So I've got to have Rick down there to help me with that stuff. And, you know, so there goes all of his vacation time.
Wait, head early? Okay.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy!
Whatever. Lurking. What's up?
How the bunch?
Come on, take a drink.
Been enjoying your all's laughter.
1, 2. We got a contest going, Travis. Anytime Kenny drinks water or coffee, you got to make him laugh right in the middle of it.
Well, all I got to say is one word. Boobies. You're welcome. Done.
We got him so damn spitting coffee out his nose, and he was spitting so damn bad it was on the back of her glasses.
I got another word for him. Courtside lap dance.
River,
Kenny,
I am wearing red suspenders.
Kenny, did you get a lap dance out at courtside?
You're welcome.
Hmm?
He got
You
a
did not
couple
tell
of-
us this.
He got a couple of them.
Oh,
His favorite one. His favorite
Look
one.
at him.
I got video of this was from Wade.
oh, Kenny, you holding out on us. You can't hide on the other side of that chair. I still see you.
Kenny's a party animal. Don't let him fool you. Kenny is a party animal.
What happens in Q stays in Q.
Unless you're on YouTube.
Until it ends up on Facebook. You know, Kenny, I still haven't put up my Q22 video, you know.
Travis, you're going to have to send me those. You're going to have to send me those, Travis.
Hello, Ron C.
Hey, Ron sees America.
Hey, Ron C's, guess where I'm going Saturday? I'm going to Hillbilly Hot Dogs. Yes, sir. I got a
Going.
friend coming in from Michigan, and we're going to meet up at Hillbilly Hot Dogs and then explore the rest of the day.
Hello, Cruising.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure.
Unless you're on YouTube. There ain't no promises then.
What's that now?
No promises then just how much gets held back. Now, there might be a lot that ends up on video, but the audio may not be there. But the video can make bits and pieces that just sound.
Uh,
Video on its own shows that it was a good time. You know?
yes.
The video on its own shows that it was a good time, and that's what's actually the most important.
Yeah, as long as it's not hurting or embarrassing somebody in the wrong way.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know.
I didn't know there was a wrong way.
There can be, because of context of the video. If you cut the video wrong to where it shows the wrong context of it, yeah,
Oh,
there could
okay.
be a wrong way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you show something embarrassing, but you don't show what either led up to it or the way it ended, that could be, that's not right. That's not fair.
Yeah.
You
Well,
gotta show the full context if you're going to show the embarrassing side. You got to show the full context of what happened. If you're not going to show the full context, then it needs to be something that's positive and uplifting to show the reasons why you want to be at a meetup.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand you can get in trouble cutting stuff.
You can. And the basis of it, really, when you're cutting stuff, is you got to look at it. If that was you in there, are you going to care?
You know,
Yeah.
most
Is
people.
your mama going to care? Is your grandmama going to care? That's kind of the way to look at it. You know? If that was you,
Been that man over Miami.
Well, if that's me, I don't never mind advertising, so it doesn't bother me.
well, that's why I kind of had to say, is your mama going to care? Is your grandmama going to care? Because if it's just me, I don't care, whatever. You tell me whatever. You believe whatever you
What
want to believe.
too? But though,
It is
Travis,
what it is. You get what you get. The king of shenanigans is the king of shenanigans for a reason. But
too,
is
like
mama
Travis
gonna care?
though,
Is
like when you all were here, we didn't go around with the camera in everybody's face the whole time.
no.
You know, we took time to visit, have fun, and just enjoy each other's company too. You know.
If the camera was rolling the whole time, we'd all be in trouble. Right, Lucky? Right? Right, Lucky?
What cat's growing big time?
I'll tell you what, I like the deal where at a certain time, everybody just puts the cameras up.
Yeah.
You know, that's the best way. No
he
camera.
Did, he can't right now.
What is that cat doing to you?
He's just wanting to look outside. That's all he cares about.
Cats
Creep.
like to be in high places.
He loves to check out the new areas.
Mm-mm-mm.
William, how you doing, sir?
Are y'all gonna run further north yet, Travis, or you about as high as you're gonna get?
Technically, we are going to go higher north. As far as where we're actually hanging out, this is basically the end of it. So we'll take the truck and we'll shoot up north some further bit, just so we can say we did it.
Yeah. Hello, T.
Hey, T.
That's some pretty country right up in there. I tell you something that shocked me the first time I went up through there. I always thought about, the mountainside of Washington is just it's pretty. It's green and lush and everything. And
Well,
same thing in Canada. But then we got about 300 miles in Canada and the damn thing turned to a desert and rattlesnakes and 100 degrees, And the same way in Washington, you hit that desert on the other side.
yeah.
Hi, Ringo. Hi, T.
Tonight is from here, and I'm gonna be honest. I actually did not YouTube. I just straight enjoyed. We looked out the front door at one point and standing off the porch and had an absolutely beautiful pinkish view of snow-capped Mount Rainier. I did not go running for my phone or nothing. It was just one of those moments that it was like, you kind of think in the back of your head, I should go get a photograph or a video of this to share it, but I'm too busy enjoying this for the first time for myself. I can't share this. Like, it's just, I'm too busy enjoying it.
And you got to do that, Travis.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
The real life, and that's one of the hard balances when you're a content creator and you're doing this, especially when you're doing this full time, is you'll have those moments where you have to decide to say, this is me, this is real life, this is why I'm doing this. Yes, I want to share my experiences and share them and show other folks that yes, they can do it, yes, they can follow their dream, and following your dreams can lead you to things like this if this is what you're chasing. But at the same time, you have to just take time to appreciate what you are getting to see that you may never have seen before, or from a point where you never got to see it before.
Yeah, you got to live in the moment.
And that's exactly how it should be. And why we do it is we're doing this to follow our dreams, to show our children to appreciate what there is to appreciate. So that means sometimes there are those moments that no matter how much we want to pull out our phone or camera to share it, we can't, or we get caught up in creating the content instead of appreciating life.
Well,
Exactly.
I tell you, that's one thing I like about y'all's content, though, Travis. And I'm a firm believer in this. I watch people's channels more for their personality than I do where they're at. I've been just about everywhere in the United States you can go. But the personality and the way they enjoy where they're at, that's what I enjoy.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell the difference with some of our videos that there's the 100% showing the full experience of where the full tour, the full, and
Hey,
You broke up.
tell we were caught up in this is moment, this is life, and this is why we do this. But here's the glimpses of it. But we're here for the moment. We're here for the life experience.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And see, that's why I like to film the way I film my adventures, like the road trip that we did. I like, I take the camera and I'm holding it there, but you're seeing what I'm seeing. but I'm not like this showing it to you. I'm enjoying it, you know, and as I'm doing it, but I like to make you feel like you're there with us, you know, and sometimes it comes across, sometimes it don't, you know, but you know.
Well, again, that's personality too, though, is that you can do it a certain way and it won't work for me, or maybe not work for Travis. And you know, me and Travis is so damn ugly. We got to have a gimmick.
Yeah. Oh, I put the
Time out.
Hey, you're gonna have to get back before we hear you again.
That's what I call when I put the camera on my wife's butt and my children.
Did I slip who $20? What? What are you talking about, Ron?
Well, thank you, T. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying them.
Flipping a 22.
You better look around. You have a knot on your.
Slip that 20 to that whoever gave him that lap dance.
Oh. No?
Oh, shut up, River.
Yeah, Andy got a few. I don't know. You.
River's like the new little brother. Oh, little brother Travis, meet little brother River. Little brother River, meet little brother Travis. I guarantee you will. Your paths will cross one day.
I was first. All I gotta say.
You were what?
I was first.
Oh.
Yeah. Honestly, if it was not for Travis and I probably would not have gone to Mayberry. I was so nervous and so scared about going into a group of people that I didn't know.
And then you were good right up until the day of the departure, and then you froze again.
Yeah.
And we had to talk you out of that one.
Yeah. But meeting up with Travis and them and like Kevin and all them, they came here to where I could experience a small meetup. And then when I got to Mayberry, there would be people that I would know, you know. And
I think part of what also helped was you seeing Rick come out of his shell as well and making the connections that Rick made, that also helped motivate you even more. Because it was that finally Rick was coming out, which was something that you so greatly had wanted anyway, but previously on your own had not succeed until he actually got to hands-on meet folks outside of the holler.
Exactly. I mean, he knows more of you all than he does the people who have done his holler. He passes them every day. He knows what they look like, but to talk to them, no. You know? And that's what I said. One thing about my channel is for no other reason, I would keep my channel for what it does for him. Because like I said, now he's coming up on the lives with me. That Saturday we went on that road trip. He was right there beside of me the whole time, you know, going, hey, let's go check this out. Let's go check that out, you know. And now Ernie is coming down Saturday and he's wanting to go. He's met up with Ernie a couple of times. And so now we're going to go meet up with Ernie again Saturday and spend some time with them exploring. And he's like, okay, what are we going to do Saturday? I don't know, Rick. It's what they want to do. They're coming down. I mean, you know, and because they'll be spending the night in Milton, but then he'll be going on to his mom's later Saturday. So I told him, I said, you know, we'll see what they want to do, you know. And, but yeah, he's all up for the ventures now, you know.
Even to the point, I mean, you all are consistently trying to work on doing improving everything. That, yeah, I noticed the new microphone. I noticed the new microphone. I noticed the better, because it's that you all actually, and she as well as a pair, wanting to engage more and enjoy it more.
Yeah, see, that's what I even talked to Rick about. Maybe even changing the name of my channel. Instead of Angie Hay Family Adventures, maybe Angie and Rick Hay Family Adventures or something like that, because he is getting more involved in it, and I want him to know that it's his channel too, and he's, like I said, he's loving it,
Absolutely. Well, y'all, I love every last one of you, but I'm page back to the fire, so I'm gonna have to drop down.
Okay.
All righty, give the girls a big hug for me.
Have a good one, Travis.
Tell my kids I love them.
Sure will.
All right. Thank you for coming up, Travis.
Bye.
You're talking about changing names, though, Angie. I hate to see people change names or open new channels up, because I think it spreads them. There's some people that's already got your name imprinted,
Yeah,
and,
see, that's what he said too. Everybody's used to this name,
well, it's
Yeah.
like my name. I ought to change it, because that's not really my name. Me and another guy opened this channel up that me and him fish together and hunt together and everything else, and that's Daryl.
Mhm.
But everybody, I just got tired of explaining it, and so I just left it alone. Hello,
Mhm.
Paul. How you doing, girl?
That's why I usually call you Ron D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, Travis left just in time, or he'd have mooned Paula when she come in.
Hi, Paula. I want to be like Paula when I grow up.
Hey,
Hi, Carl.
I tell you what you need to do is be a combination between Diane and Kathleen and Paula. Now that would be a hell of a woman. Woo! Talk about a handful.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd be afraid of all three of them. Mix it all together, and that can get explosive.
Oh, Lord. Damn, that sort of gives me chills running down my back. I don't think it could either, come to think of it, Kat. Damn, what one wouldn't think of, the other one could.
I didn't even see.
I will, Ron.
I bet that would be a woman I'd say yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, to.
What's that?
If you could get that combination, but if you had one woman when you took part of Kat and part of Paula and part of Diane and all in one woman, now that would be a mixture right there now. I don't think the world would be safe.
I remember when I first, before I met her, Paula in Quartzsite, I remember when I got first introduced to her channel. Introduced her channel to Daydream About Night Things.
I love you, Diane.
Every time I see Paula, I still think about those.
I remember her being in. I remember I remember introduced to her channel through Daydream About Nice Things. I remember that. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I still have you ever went back and watched that deal with DJ and Paula and V
Who,
on
me?
on the guidelines from Canada? That's still
Oh,
one.
I knew you was going there. I knew you
No,
was going
I haven't
there.
watched it yet.
Have you ever watched them, Andy?
I don't think.
I was on there that night.
God Almighty, that's still one of the funniest videos on this damn. Or really, it was, mm. And everybody was getting in on that deal. It wasn't just one person; it was everybody.
Oh, I cannot believe the government would put out some stupid ideals like they did.
Or that drawing they had, that first drawing. You downloaded it, Diane? Well, there's really 3 of them. I think one of them was on Paula's, or maybe 2 of them on Paula's, and one of them on DJ's.
Oh,
Oh, Lord. Yeah, they did get everybody's attention. I laughed at night till I was hoarse. And I still ain't got rid of the silicone tag. Yeah, there you go, Cat.
yeah.
You know, there's a bunch of people in here right now. Is pretty good bunch of people. We've had a lot of fun. Yeah, wholesaws and
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. It's hilarious. But this is a hell of a bunch of folks on here now. We can make a variety show. That's why I want to number in my lives, because I can go back and put an asterisk beside certain ones, the ones that really are funny or need to rewatch them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That way you can sort of go back and find that. Paula, are you getting Nate broke in? Have you been popping that whip over to go to work? Yeah, DJ's balloons didn't work real well. Why are you laughing about, Angie?
I think she got that image of Paula and Nate together.
Nothing.
Oh,
Ron, watch how you word things. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Oh,
I'm back. I think Kathleen caught what Ron said too. Mhm.
Well, I always open my mouth and insert feet.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. No. River, Paula, stay away from each other. No. That's just like gasoline and fire. It's just gonna go boom. Those two are going to be a riot together. I'm telling you right now, y'all watch out if y'all see them two on our live stream because they are going to be hilarious. Oh,
Can they're wanting you to try that, Angie?
what?
Try to count backwards in,
Oh, I
You
can
know.
do that.
and then hold, and then not laugh for a minute.
I can do that.
Well,
Yeah.
go for it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What you looking at?
Oh Lord.
So I just had these mean images in my head. See, that's where you got to distract yourself.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Kathleen Klein said you're too weak to crawl out of the gutter tonight.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, I forgot. Oh. Oh. Oh, behave. Oh.
Mm.
There's
I tell
one thing
you,
about my I can just shut it off.
shut what off?
I knew that was coming.
Poor old Rick.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
Paula ain't heard that story. We'll have to tell that one for Paula one of these days.
What's that?
Very
What
just
story?
in the bars again.
Girlfriend. Get out of the bars. Have fun.
When I was on the road and my wife was still alive, we had that cab over camper on that pickup. I wake up 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and if my jeans were sitting someplace with a pocket open on them, I knew where she was at. She done woke up early and got all the change out of my damn jeans and was in there in the casino. We made a deal. She'd stay out of my billfold, but she could get in the in the front pocket.
Into the change. I got a water jug that I've been keeping change in. So I love it. Rick comes in and he'll, empty his pockets on the table. I catch him going to the bathroom and I run and grab the change. It's in my jar now. I can't take it.
That mounts up.
Uh-huh.
When I was a kid, I got one of them big old 5-gallon water bottles and started putting change in it. And I forget how many, it was over $1,000 in that thing when we finally counted it out.
Yeah.
Just, oh, she done got on a first name basis with the bar lady. They'll be putting you to work in there if it does. Mm. Well, have you been sleeping in your ambulance or when that first happened? Trailers or was the house messed up so bad you couldn't sleep in it? Oh, we did. I don't know. We did.
I see, I'll throw change in mine all year long, and then right before I go to Florida, I'll roll it and take it to the bank, and it gives me a little extra spending money while I'm down south.
Well, they got them deals in Walmart down here where you can just take that change and dump it in there, and it'll sort it. And it charges you a percentage, but you don't have to roll it. You don't have to do nothing. I started doing that after it made me mad. You had to roll the damn quarters before you could take them to the bank, and then as soon as they got them to the bank, they'd unroll them. You know, feed them to a damn machine, and it's like something ain't right here. That's sort of like a damn yard. You take and build a new house, go spend $1 jillion putting sod down for a yard, fertilize it, water it, and then cut the damn thing. That just don't make sense. There's something wrong with that. I've got now to where I'll buy these big deals of coffee, and I'll keep one of them sitting there that I can just throw the change in, and they're small enough you can handle them, get them out of the way.
Yeah.
Because you got to remember, I live in a RV too, so I don't have that much room. Hello, Cass. How you doing, darling?
There's Linda Barker. I missed her coming in. Hello, Cass.
Hello, Miss Linda Barker. I was going to change banks today, and I walked into another bank and started to open a different account in there. They said, "We need your Social Security card." Hell, I wore my Social Security card out 20 years ago. You know, just carrying it in a billfold. I can tell you the damn number, but I haven't had a card in years. Well, we've got to have a picture of a card. Okay, forget about it then. I guess I'm going to have to go get another Social Security card.
Now, see, we take like our driver's license, our Social Security cards, stuff like that, and we'll make a copy of it and laminate it. And then carry that one or put that one back in the safe, you know, in case something happens.
When I was working, I always had a handful of welding rods shoved in my back pocket. You know, and then I just wear a billfold out in 6 months. And so them cards didn't last long.
Right. Well, we started doing that when Rick kept losing his wallet. And, you know, he'd have his license and everything in it.
Well, now, on a lot of that stuff, you can just take a picture of it with your phone, and that's all you got to have.
Yeah.
You know, like insurance cards and stuff like that. That's all you got to have.
Yeah.
That was a credit union, Kathleen. That's what surprised me.
Now, see, in my local area, there are no credit unions. I have to drive all the way into Huntington to find a credit union. My bank it sounds so stupid. My bank, you can get a debit card, okay? Which means you can get access to your money 24 hours a day. Right, okay. But they charge you to use your debit card.
For a debit card, they charge you? Damn.
Yeah. But now if you run it as a credit, they don't charge you. Does that make sense?
A debit card ain't nothing but an electronic check.
Exactly. You know? So if I go to Walmart instead of running my debit card, I have to use my debit card but run it as a credit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I walked in
I'm
a
like,
Chevrolet house here the other day and had a part I needed for my pickup, and it was like $15. And they had to order it, and I walked in there and got it and started to pay for it. Well, it was $15 or something, and I threw 20 on the counter and said, "Oh, we can't take cash." I said, "What?" He said, "No, it's either got to be a check or a credit card." I said, "What genius come up with that?" I said, "They're going to charge you up front for running a credit card, and then if I don't pay for it within 30 days, they're going to charge me on the back end." I said, when I said, "What idiot did that?" and then look around, and the guy that owned the place was next to me. But he didn't say nothing. But, and you know, the credit card companies are the one that pushing that.
yeah. Hi, Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
But yeah, I've
I
also
like having a local office, though. You know.
I also found that some banks, like my dad's bank where he banks at, you have to keep $100 in the account just to keep the account open.
Well,
Ours was like that years ago, but they changed that.
I used to do business with a couple of banks, and I used to have a lot of money, but then after I retired, I didn't have that much money, but stayed with those banks. Well, then both of them were locally owned banks, you know. So you walked in and talked to the president or whoever, you know. Well, both of those sold the big banks then, and it wasn't worth flip then, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it sure changed. Banking has changed up big time. I looked at a new pickup here a while back, and I said, "What kind of deal will y'all make me if I pay cash for this pickup?" So that salesman said, "Oh," I said, "I hate to tell you that, but if you pay cash for the pickup, I'm gonna have to go up $3,000." I said, "What?" He said, "No." I said, if you pay cash for it, it'll be $3,000 higher." So they're gonna make that money on financing it. So they own their own finance companies. And he said, "What you do?" Said, "You go ahead and buy it, and put it on an account and pay interest for 3 months, and then pay it off." But said, "If you got to pay it, you got to do it for 3 months before it works." You know, it's crazy.
That's about right. I mean, it's crazy. They're going to get their money one way or another.
Oh yeah. Well, they own most of the banks, or the banks own most of the credit card companies.
Yeah.
So, you know. Yeah, they're gonna dime you to death. That's why they got all the money. That's exactly what I said, Lillian. When I was looking for trucks, I run across another one. They had a new Dodge Ram. They come out like 42,000, and they took them and they figured it up for me. And I looked down there, and the truck was 42,000, and it had a $41,000 surcharge on it. I said, the damn truck was $83,000. I said, "What in the hell is that?" Said, "Oh, we can't get them, so they're putting a surcharge on these trucks."
Cass wants the link, Ron.
Yeah, they but
hey, Patricia G.
I never will buy something from them from now on. Hello, Patricia.
Hi, Mama G.
That's Darian's mama right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
she is a sweetheart.
Have you actually got to meet her in person yet, Angie?
Yeah, we went to lunch when I was down there this winter. Hopefully, when I get back down there this winter, we can do the same thing. They are so sweet. That was actually the first time I believe my mama met somebody from my YouTube channel. And mom loved it. She's like, I don't want to go. Come on, Mom, you'll enjoy it. And Lord, that's all she talked about later. It's just how nice that was and how sweet they were. And, she went on. And then
I
after
had
that,
the pleasure and honor of getting to meet her in March, back in March of this year. And yeah, she's a really nice
see, I was going to try and come home that March because where y'all were at was like, literally, it's almost like halfway for us,
Uh-huh.
And we thought, well, we'll go there and we'll spend the night and spend some time, and then, we go on home. And I thought about it, and I thought, well, Mom's not going to go for it. But when she found out what it was, and that Patricia and them was going to be there, she tried every which way in the world to get it to work out to where we could go.
Hello, I'm just shutting off some of the other screens.
Hello,
How's
Kat.
everybody?
Hi, Kat.
Hey, Cass.
So I was just watching a little bit back, and I seen that Dream on Wheels was on, and I just listened a little bit what he was saying, and that is exactly what I've been going through. Is like, I've been doing this for 3 years, so we all are content creators. We have to find the balance in between sharing and living what we're doing. And that's the easiest way to explain it. Sharing and living that same thing and living in the moment. And remembering that we can't share everything,
Well, that's like the road trip that we did. Sometimes you'll see the dogs in them and stuff, but we took both our dogs with us. But like when I did the Kanawha Falls, I shut it off and we actually sat and had a picnic,
Yeah, just take a little time for
Rick, and the
yourself.
dogs. Yeah. We just sat there and enjoyed the moment together at the falls, because like you said, you got to live in the moment before you can appreciate it. And if you don't appreciate it, I don't think it comes across on screen right.
Because you're not going to, a lot of us, we don't watch our stuff. So if we were to watch it later, we can relive it again. But like we might one day, but
Yeah.
we don't really like to do that. We like, it doesn't feel the same as living in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So living in the moment is more important than what, later on you'll watch it and you'll feel that because you lived it.
Right. Yeah. And that's what I said, I don't care how big a channel you are or how big you get, don't forget to stop and live in the moment.
Exactly.
Because what if something happens before you get to put it up on video and go back and watch it? But then what's the difference in you watching what's the difference in you watching your own videos and watching somebody else's videos?
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to just see it, I can watch somebody else's videos.
Yeah.
But
and you are living it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, so I watch so much, like I watch because I do like, what I do. And I watch a lot of that. And, but sometimes I'm like, why am I watching so much of it? It's time to start doing it again. Like there's a time where I'm like, hello, like you got to start doing it again. Today I woke up, I didn't sleep again last night because I never do the day before payday because I have a long day. I have to do everything in one day and I have to make sure I budget everything in one day and I get everything I need for the month, right? Like it's really hard. It's a lot on your brain. And I got to learn to like not set anything else that day, not to make any other appointments or anything. They never happen. And then I ended up going to sleep. I woke up and And I'm a channeler. I channel through songs, all kinds of messages through different things, you know. And I've seen all of these new videos coming up from Imagine Dragon, you know, the singer Imagine Dragon. Believer, make me a believer.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so he's got a lot of new songs that are just came out. I wrote them all down, so I'm going to do readings on them because I listened to a couple of them, and I saved them in my good songs. But I listened to a couple of them, and it's just like the messages in there. They were just like, oh my gosh, I need to do a reading on this because somebody out there is listening to these songs, and this is what they're feeling. What, you know what I mean? What the other words in the songs, the lyrics, that will be coming out in the readings, and that's how I channel. Yeah. And I love Imagine Dragon. They're really good band.
I'll tell you what, I'm the world's worst. I'm spastic on my videos. And something cross my mind, and I'll think, that makes pretty cool video, and I'll just go do it. That's just like I was talking to you, Angie, about actually going through setting that tent up and setting your camp up. And I'm talking about just like somebody was standing there watching you. There's a lot of people like Barry does. She didn't even know how those tents worked at all, you know, and she was just sort of interested in buying one.
Yeah, I don't really know how to put a tent together either, not really.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what, if I get a chance to do it this weekend, I thought about that. Just going through step by step and actually doing a how-to video. You know, you need to do this and do that, and, you know, and showing, connect it to here, you know, and all this stuff, you know.
Just to refresh yourself again, like, yeah.
Yeah, because the first time we did it, it was actually the first time we ever set it up. So, yeah, I mean, there was, you know, it wasn't perfect and stuff. So I could set it up to show you what it was, but now I need to set it up to show you how it works.
We all need a sidekick, someone that follows us around and videotapes and then, you know, helps us edit it. You know?
Yeah.
I actually met, I know this kid, well, this lady in the building here, that she helped me with my dog when I had an emergency on the weekend with my dog. She got hit, and this lady ended up helping me, and that's how I met her. But her son, I don't know how old he is. He's a young man, and he has been doing that. He's been, you know, learning editing. And so I seen him in the hallway the other day. I seen this camera set up, right? And I'm like, is there something going on, an investigation or something in here? Because there's a camera sitting there, like, you know, nice looking camera with a stand, and there's no person. I'm like, and then I see him in the corner there, and you know, he's making videos, and I'm like, oh, you making videos? Is that yours? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you making videos? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. And he's like, so yeah. I said, well, so you're a content creator? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, do you have a channel? And he said, yeah, but he hasn't just subscribed or leaving me a comment yet, but he's down the hall. But he has a YouTube channel, and he said he wants to help me. He's good at editing, and I need an editor. So we'll see how that works out. So.
See, that's like now I've got the tripods, and I've got the little action cams. So, you know, I can set a camera up on the tripods. I can use the action cams. I can still use my phone. And now I've learned how I know how to edit it all together now, you know.
Yeah.
So
that's what I want. I know how to put them together, but I want to get better at it. Like, you know how some videos are so cool, they just keep you on your seat, they just keep you going. I want to make videos like that where people don't leave my videos, you know.
Well, see, I've thought of that too. It's like, oh, I need to do more like a production, you know, to where to keep people. But you got to be careful and not lose the authenticity of it too.
Your personality's got to shine through. That's what people look for.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then sometimes we don't get to do that because we don't know how to do that, how to put our personality in there. Like, you know, sometimes we may want to say a joke, or we would have normally said a joke, but because we're so concentrated on what we're doing, we don't have time to think about that, like how we really want to be.
Yeah, but that's why you got to just be relaxed when you're doing that, and
Yeah, just be
be
you.
you.
Yeah.
Don't try to put a show on, because you'll get caught at that eventually.
Well, I've made a couple of videos, and I usually like if when I make a video, it's usually like a video that I have to fast forward a lot, but it's the idea of it, like to motivate people. It's mostly when I do a cleaning video, it's like a spring cleaning, fall cleaning video. I try to live by the season, so it's like when I do those videos, it's just like fast forwarding, but it's showing people what I'm doing. And some people think, oh, you get it done so fast. No, I'm not a genie. That's fast forwarding, you know, but it's just giving you that motivation. It motivates me even when I watch my old video and go, oh my God, I made it so fast, you know, make it look so fast, but that motivates you. You know.
Well, and you know something else too, like Angie, you put that tent up now, so it's easy for you to do. I've been hunting out of tents for years and years, and I know how to get comfortable in a tent. And I need to go back and make a video of what really makes a camp comfortable, to where you
Yeah.
can, you know.
Yeah, make it your cozy, you know. Everybody has their own cozy area. What makes them feel cozy, right? For me,
Yep.
I hate this, but this is my comfort zone. This is like my security blanket. My house coats, and it doesn't matter how ugly they are. I don't see that on myself when I'm wearing them, but I'm sure everybody, you know, when I used to come on YouTube with my house coat on, later on I was so embarrassed because I saw myself, and I'm just like, ugh, it's cringy, you know. But you don't feel that because you feel comfortable in it, right?
Well, see, now what I can do is like do the video and setting up the tent. Okay. And then I can even go a step further from that and do a separate video on how I set my car up to camp in.
There you
Here's some options,
how you
and
cook,
that's,
set your kitchen up, how you set your
yeah,
car up. That's like one of my pet peeves on tent camping is a damn air mattress. I hate them things. For
mhm,
two reasons. For one, if you're on the ground about 2 o'clock in the morning, your shoulder's gonna be hitting the ground, because I never had one that didn't leak. The second thing, we're all getting a little bit long in the tooth, and it's not as easy to get up off the ground as it used to be. So I want
right.
to where I can sit down on it. Plus, there's storage underneath it, and I'll use a mattress pad on it. Well, I'm comfortable. I mean, I'm just comfortable as I am at home. And
Well, see, I've got a cot that fits in a bag like the chairs do, those um, camping chairs do. And so I went to a cot to where I can just fold it up, put it back in the bag, throw it in the tent and go. And then when I get where I'm going, I just pop it out and put it all together. And if I want to put another mattress on it, our mattress we use in the car, we just roll it up real good and tight, cover it in plastic, and it's in here in a closet so that when we're ready to go camping, we just put it in the car, And that's like, this is my air conditioning in the car. They're little USB fans, and I can hook them to my Jackery, and I can actually run it all night long if I wanted to. And I've got screens that go over my windows, so I can leave my windows down and then put that in the window, throwing the cool air through the vehicle. I'm good to go, And it's just little things like that that I could set up and show,
Hey, Troy. Hey guys, do you guys want to see what I ordered? I ordered myself a wig, and so that when this
Troy.
happens to my hair and I don't get hair dye, I can just cover it up with a wig, or if I want long hair, because my hair is really bothering me right now the way it is. So you guys want to see it? I'm gonna share a screen. You want to see my new hair? It's coming in probably tomorrow or Monday.
yeah,
I'll show you. Oh, wait. You guys see that?
Mhm.
That's going to be my new hair.
That's
But yeah.
different.
Yeah, so how do I get rid of it? Thank you. Yeah. So,
I tell you what, some of those tents have got pretty neat. I've got where if I just want a tent, I want what they call a 2-pole tent, where the sides are square. And I've got a 10 by 10 that I can put up in a minute, and it takes a lot of wind too. And I've gone through a lot of tents, but in fact, I ain't gonna tell them how many tents I own. I'll find something new and try it.
Yeah.
Tell
I
you
know
what,
that.
what
Yeah.
you wanted to do was go spend a weekend someplace where somebody got a teepee. I'd like to camp in a teepee one time.
Oh, I would too. I think that would be so nice.
Camping and what?
A
A
teepee.
teepee.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I got a friend of mine that's into these powwows and rendezvous and stuff like that, and he's got a teepee he hauls all over the country. They them things are neat. Indians had it right when they built that.
I shared a lot of like natural pictures on Facebook lately. Excuse me, about like what I like my comfort zone. I share it on Facebook. Like if I see pictures that somebody like, it's a lot of wood. It's like natural woods and natural stuff. I like natural and I like cozy. I like a lot of like blankets and pillows. I'm a hippie. Okay, I like stuff like that. I like color. Love colors. I'm a peaceful hippie. I'm a peacemaker. Not a pacemaker, a peacemaker. Peacemaker.
And, they've got so much neat gear out there now. You can get just about any damn thing you want. I mean, and that's really what started my channel. Was how many different people they got to go spend $100,000 on the trailer or RV to do this lifestyle, and that's not right. You can take a tent and get started. Get started camping, get your feet wet, see if you like it or not.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm trying, Ron. I'm trying, but right now my
Yeah.
car's like seizing. My brakes are seizing. My car's brakes are seizing. I need front brakes so bad, and my son can't come down yet. It's like something is stopping. Something is holding me back, and it's not. It's holding my kid back from coming to.
Well, see, that's part of what why I did with well, for one, I did the SUV like that because I can't afford to go out and buy a camper, So I want to show people that you can use what you have, modify what you have. The whole point in, because like I said, I'm like a weekend warrior. That's what I'm geared toward.
Me too.
You can spend a week in my setup, but the whole important part is getting out there and doing it.
Mhm.
That's
what I was thinking?
whole.
Angie, because like how I since the last 3 years I keep changing everything in my house over and over, like constantly, right? And I think the reason I did that is to get used to it. Like when you're in a really small area, you have to organize all the time to make it look nice or make you feel good in it or not feel cluttered. So I think I'm getting used to like being on my toes. You know what I mean? Like you have to think like quickly what you're gonna do.
Well, a small camper, I don't care what kind of camper it is, it takes about 2 seconds to clutter them up, but it doesn't take much longer than that to clean them up.
Yeah.
Well, it takes a lot longer.
Our tent can get cluttered.
Fix it too. It takes a lot longer to help you find somebody to help you fix it too. They say they want to, they have good intentions, but then they never do, or never answer their phone.
I tell you what,
my biggest complaint with my setup is when we go, and Travis can tell you this one because he had to help us pack. That car is so packed that you couldn't put anybody in the back seat if you had to, you know. So one, we had to learn what we needed and what we didn't need, you know, what we could take and didn't have to take. But I would love to get a little box trailer to where I could pack everything in it. And still, it's like when we went to Mayberry, we boondocked in the parking lot the night before. Well, Travis and them let us stay with them, because if not, we would have had to sleep in the front seat setting up, because we couldn't get into our sleeping quarters, you know, because it was all packed up.
You need one of those little square drops. Those things are for the way you camp. It's like a teardrop, but it's not. It's got more room in it, and you can't stand up and walk around in it. I built one of them, and I didn't like the fact I couldn't stand up, so I finally wound up
Cat.
got an office chair and put in there with rollers on it, and you could just sit down and roll around on the inside, do whatever you wanted to do, but you had a good hard-sided place to sleep. So, you know, you could put an air conditioner in if you wanted to, whatever. And you can build things so easy, it ain't even funny. You can build one of those.
See, you know, well, like I even told Rick, we've got like a little
Good night, Trey.
trailer that we tow behind. We can put the lawnmower and stuff on. And I said, it's completely big enough to where we can just pack the stuff on it, tarp it down, strap it down, and just pull, you know, just pull that, so that we don't have to go spending money on more stuff, you know.
No.
That's the whole point of it, is using what you have, you know. And then later on, yeah, I would love to get a bigger trailer to where I could actually walk in it. I could set a kitchen up in it so that if it's raining, you know, I could still cook, you know, and stuff
Why
like
don't you come
that.
down here, Angie? Come down and visit,
And
and then we'll get started. Our crafty, we'll call it our crafty trailer. We'll call it
Our
crafty ass trailer.
Yes.
have you ever seen that channel, the Dome Life?
No.
It's about a couple that they've got a little bit of teardrop, but they don't stay in it. They strictly live in a tent. They have been for 3 years now. And they travel all over the bend. They got that tent like a Taj Mahal. And it would be worth you looking at sometime on how they got that thing set up.
And
But
that's what now?
Dome Life, DOME.
Okay.
I've been
That down here.
A couple too. They go on. They both ride a motorcycle, and then they just got a little tent, or not little tent, a little trailer that they pop open or whatever wherever they are. There's a couple. They also around there somewhere.
Yeah, well, I do the same thing with that Harley of mine with that sidecar on it. I can pack all my camping gear in that sidecar, and enough for a really good camp, and then put Rocky up behind me. I'm gonna have to get Rocky where he rides on it. My other dog, he'd hop up in that little kennel and ride on the back of that Harley with me, and we camp out of that thing all over the damn country like that. The neatest thing I've seen in a long time, I met a guy the other day. I was out at the river messing around, and a guy come paddling up in a kayak, and I got to talking to him. I built some kayaks and stuff, and he was full timing on the river in that kayak, and he had started up. The Brazos River in Texas is the longest river, and it's 800 and something miles long, 857 miles long or something. And he had started at the top of it, and he'd been coming down that thing for 2 years. He'd been living on it. He had one of these little folding bicycles that he stored in the front of that thing. He needed groceries or something like that, you know. He'd take and get on that bicycle and go to the store, but he fished and did all kind of stuff. But he'd been traveling in that kayak for 3 years.
I seen this guy that has this little thing, and he has a goat too. Have you guys seen the guy with the goat? And he has not a motorcycle. He has a bicycle, and he pulls his little concoction thing with the bicycle, and he also like the goat will walk beside him, and he uses the goat for like milk and make cheese and stuff. This guy is like, and he works for farms. He'll go around and work for farms. He has a YouTube channel, or not? I don't think he has a YouTube channel. I think he was just shown by somebody else. You know how people do that, like make videos of other people that have amazing lives, that are or unique lives, or whatever you want to say it. However you want to say it. I say unique because not everybody lives like that. So it's unique.
There used to be another one on there, and a truck ran into him, but he had a covered wagon and 2 horses. He started from up north in Maine someplace, and we're going across the whole United States with that covered wagon and them horses, you know. So you can do it every kind of way in the world.
Yeah, as long as you have the right things with you along the way that you'll need for your trip, because if you drive with a car, you'll get to places quicker, so you don't need to pack as much stuff. But if you were to something that takes longer, you have to pack a lot more stuff. Because I remember when I was a kid, when we were going anywhere that was maybe an hour horse and buggy ride, we had to already plan for like 5 hours ahead of time.
Well, when I was doing a lot of hunting, I could take and pack my hunting gear about 30 minutes because I had my tent set up, had coolers and a tent and the cot and everything ready to go, you know. And you were talking about cots a while ago. Have you ever tried one of those cots that's just a fold-out cot, Angie, that you don't? Walmart and stuff got a pad on them, and they got springs and stuff. For a car.
Oh yeah. They're like a small. I call them a small hide-a-bed.
Yeah.
Well, they call it
The
cot.
rollaway beds. Yeah.
They're called a cot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like them, and if I'm tent camping out of a car where you got plenty of room, because they set up high, so you can that makes a good chair inside that tent.
Well, see, the cot that I have, it sets up high like that too, but it's kind of like made like an army cot, you know. So I mean, I'm comfortable in it, but you can get, you know, a small mattress pad or something put on it, or even just like I've got some foam over here, you know, get a 3-4 inch foam and put on it.
Adventure of the Moon Man. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Hello, Moon Man. I tell you, like I say, we done talked about a dozen different ways folks can camp and go like they want to, you know.
Yeah.
And to me, people that just whoop, somebody got something open. Did you open something up, Cass?
No.
Huh? All right, I was getting an echo for a minute. We've talked about a dozen different ways people can go full time and not spend a hell of a lot of money. Yeah.
No, I muted myself for a bit while I was coughing earlier.
Uh.
No, it was the Moon Man came in, and
Yeah,
I had a friend.
Joy.
Go
Shut
ahead.
up.
I did, Joy. I did get that picture, and I'm about to do another one of them. It's about time to call it a night. We've been on here about 2 hours.
Yep.
Anything.
Oh, shut up, Kenny, and go sleep.
Kenny, you'll have good dreams tonight.
I actually got to get up.
34-year-old hot chick.
I actually got to get up here in just a short couple hours. Go out and pay bills. So I'm gonna be out all.
You got to
day.
get your van too, don't you?
I got it yesterday.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That thing take off like a scalded dog.
One of my friends comes in. That's why. What's up?
They
Is that me?
I got it yesterday. Brought it home yesterday. We filled it up with gas. got 2 full tanks of gas now. Got one on the van and one on the truck now. So got 2 vehicles now sitting in my yard.
I got a car full of gas, but I need my brakes done. Can you make it over here, Kenny? I need your help. My other son can't make it. Can you make
It'd
it
take
this
me a
weekend?
long while to get over. It'd
Gotta
take me a
get your
good while.
plane ready.
Oh, my jet's out being washed.
I actually had to take this one into the shop to have it done because I couldn't get nobody else to help me out with it because I had the steering gearbox done, the power steering gearbox, and you ain't gonna lift that thing up yourself. That thing alone by itself weighs about 150 to 200 pounds.
When you were doing that, it was pretty dark though. You needed more light. You need one of those lights, you know.
Well, I wasn't doing no power steering gearbox on the truck now. I was only doing that manual crank.
I know,
Well,
but it was hard to see what you were doing because it was very dark.
You know the reason
I was
it's hard,
doing it outside.
Kenny. You know the reason it was hard to fix that on that van, don't you?
Why is that?
Because the gearbox was out in the middle of your car.
No, it ain't no middle.
Yeah,
But anyway, it ain't leaking no more. It ain't leaking no power steering fluid no more.
We had a guy on
He said it was all wet underneath there. He said he got underneath, you know, they use those lifts in the shop, you know, and he got underneath there and he said it was all wet. He said it must have been pouring good. And I said, yeah. I said I had to refill that thing every 2 days with fluid, put fluid in it. And it ain't making no whining, no nothing out of it now. Ain't nothing out of it now. And so the only thing I got to worry about now is a rear main seal leak. We got a rear main seal leak on the engine behind
Good night, Lillian.
rear main oil seal leak. You know, gotta get that changed, but that'll have to wait until August when he gets an opening, because that's another major job that's got to be done, because you got to take that whole front of that engine. You got that whole front of that engine's got to come out of there in order to get to that timing chain, the timing chain gear set, and the gaskets and all that stuff.
I just want to say thank you, Renee, for sharing everybody's link. I'm going to share out Ron. I was just thinking I was going to share out Ron's live tonight because I think there's a lot of like good information that we shared. Everybody shared, like even I had to rewatch to see what everybody else was saying earlier. There's a lot of good information in this stream tonight.
Yeah, one thing I want people to take away from the conversation tonight about camping, it don't matter how you do it, just go do it. You know, because I grew up camping with my family. You know, if nothing else, my dad would put the tent up in the yard, you know, and we would camp in the yard. And sometimes it's just us kids out there, you know, and it's memories. It's the memories that you're making, you know. It's not about the dollar signs. It's about the memories.
I want to. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's why I like on a lot of my, like on my coffee cups, my mugs and stuff, it's got my symbol on the front, but on the back it says, you know, talks about go out and make those memories. It's what it's all about, people, because once we're dead and gone, it don't matter what we had on this earth. It's the memories that's going to be left, you know.
Word. So true.
Damn. All right. Well, Kenny reminded me. I just looked up and looked at that 2 hours. Good.
Can I answer a question here that Linda Barker has here?
No.
You asked.
I definitely want to turn it into a camper van so that way when I go to certain campgrounds, when they specifically want you know, I can literally go ahead and tell them that it is an actual camper van.
Yeah, we're gonna get the
But
conversion
I
done
know
on
that's
that.
going to take some. That's going to take some time and some effort, and I, you know, I thought about doing the bucket thing. Take like a bedside commode and, and stick some cat litter down in there and some
Now,
and
Kenny, honestly, I have, and I know it sounds crazy, but the potty chairs that they use for older people or those that can't get
hospitals.
around.
Yeah, that's a bedside
Yeah,
commode. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what we call a bedside commode.
Oh, okay. And put your bucket under that. You know, that way, because with my knees the way they are, it's still hard for me to squat on a bucket. You know.
Yeah, that's the reason why I tell people they try to get me to get out there in courtside, and I'm like, that ain't gonna happen, people. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How
I
about
might
just
get on that bucket, but getting off that bucket's a different story. You know.
I just had a thought. Just get one of those, those. Is that me? Why is it so loud?
I don't know. You're echoing.
That's weird. It just started doing that. I'm not supposed to speak. I'm supposed to shut my mouth. I don't know what I was gonna say though. I forgot. What was it? Oh, I was just thinking. Oh, digging a hole because you guys are in the desert, right? So just like dig a hole and bury it.
Cat hole.
Well,
There's a lot of places you can't do that.
Even if you buried it though.
Mm-mm. There are places, and too, if you stay at any campground where you sure can't do it, but
Well, no, not campgrounds, but you guys got all that BLM land there. I see all the videos with all that open land, like.
But actually, that is considered biohazard material.
Isn't it
There's-
funny? Because, have you guys
it's
seen
not
this?
river trip now that you've got to carry a potty in with you, and you got to pack everything out. That
and
but they got a gel that you put in it, and it does something to it where you call it.
They're using their own stuff for compost.
Yeah,
And-
on some.
and
Hello,
another
Lynn.
thing,
There's a community
Linda.
that does that. They use the whole community, and they have like these beautiful flowers and gardens.
Another thing I found out too, a lot of these campgrounds, I found out quite a few of them, they don't allow anything over 10, 15 years old. If it's over 10, 15 years old, you ain't gonna be allowed on their campsite.
What do you mean, like your camper?
Yeah, if your camper's over that long,
Oh, the length.
Unless you can show that it's been rebuilt.
No, you mean time, like age, like
Yeah.
an
yeah. If it's like for example, that 85 40 Econoline van, it's 37 years old, and I wouldn't be able to take it out to certain campgrounds.
Kenny, and all the camping I've done through the years, I've hit that 3 times. Campgrounds that had, and most of the time they weren't campgrounds; they were resorts.
That's what I mean. Like they make it too commercialized.
Yeah.
Well, too, they don't want pieces of junk coming in. For one, it's an eyesore. 2, it could be a liability risk.
When I look at a lot of that stuff out there, the way I think about the desert, the way I think about it, and then with the way it actually is, that all of these places actually have like a lot of man-made stuff that's not natural anymore.
Hello, Joe Stone.
The
Welcome
national
in.
parks.
Hey, Joe Stone, welcome in.
Well, we all have our thoughts on it, but that's my thought in Canada about it. Like, I think it's like this free land, like, where you feel free and all that, but then you see like a man-made, I don't know, stairs or
Hi,
something. that
Joe.
shouldn't be there.
Welcome.
And two, you got like they don't want all that. They don't want like oil and stuff leaking out on their pavements or campgrounds or anything
Or
like
but
Yeah.
if you have a trailer,
That's
if you have like
what
a
it
trailer,
is.
is it different from a trailer, an antique trailer, than like a motorized one? Because motorized one be like, because of the ignition. What do you call it? Ignition fumes?
Emission fumes.
Emission fumes?
Well, no, because even if you took a 20-year-old travel trailer, the ones you pull behind you, it can still have risks involved. If you plug it into their electrical and your camper shorts out and burns down,
You're right.
then they're going to try to sue the campground, saying it's their fault,
You know,
Well, most
Did
most,
it-
people would have insurance on their stuff or their content on their camper, right? Because you have a plate.
most of the places that I've been that acted that way were the places that 90% of them were sitting in 250 or 300 or $400,000 or $500,000 motorhome, and that's
exactly.
a campground. There's been a couple campgrounds I went to that people had cab over campers that cost $60,000, and they wouldn't let them in just because they were campers, and they
Because it
cost.
wasn't up to their standards, basically.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
yes.
country club
If they
type,
have- Sorry.
and it's who's who. Okay, I'm gonna shut this thing down. Y'all have a good night, and don't do anything I wouldn't do, or if you do, enjoy it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I think it's bedtime myself. So.